Hi Cancer, what's up? Welcome to your April reading. I hope you're all doing very, very well. We're going to be seeing what messages want to come through for you guys, get some insight, guidance, see what you can expect for the month ahead. If this reading is helpful or insightful, please let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. Private readings are available down below, and let's get right into your messages for the month of April 2025 for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. What do my Cancerians need to know, look out for, be aware of for the month of April? Starting off with some fairy oracle messages just to get a general feel of what you're dealing with. That'll be the retriever at the bottom. Okay, well, maybe we'll see. First of all, we have Geo the Slow as your first card out. So beginning of April, it could be a bit of a slower time, slow change, slow movement. You may be undergoing some sort of gradual shift or change in like your physical reality or in terms of maybe you, your health, your well-being. It seems here it's giving Knight of Pentacles. Do I still have that card? Because when I was prepping one of the oh no, we have the King of Pentacles instead. When I was prepping the tarot decks that I was planning to use in your reading, Knight of Pentacles kept falling out. So definitely feel here that this is saying to take your time and that you don't need to rush. You can slow down, no pressure or ease off that pressure. We'll see how this unfolds. Because then we got quite a few cards, so I'm going to try and just go through each and every one of them. We have Lice Moon's Daughter. So this upcoming weekend, we have the full moon in Libra. The day after the full moon in Libra, we have Venus going direct. Venus has been retrograding for a while. Mercury was retrograding a while ago, but it's gone direct, and this is kind of an energy where things are definitely pivoting. It feels with Lice, the Moon's Daughter, there's something coming to light. There's some sort of clarity. There's some sort of realization or information that you're coming into. This was a slow burn is what it feels like so far with these two cards, Geo the Slow and then Lice, Moon's Daughter. It's been a slow burn. This has been a slow unfolding, a slow like little sneak peeks. You've been getting hints. You've been getting clues. You've been getting signs. Dreams, insights. You've had kind of a few puzzle pieces here and there, but not the full picture. Somebody else had a message like that this week's readings, but I can't remember. It might have been Gemini. So watch out of any trickery or illusions as well. Sometimes this card can indicate that. Underneath that, we have the Fairy Who Was Kissed by the Pixies. This is a card of love. This is a card of connection. This is really truly about you connecting, building a relationship with someone or many people. This could be within a family. This could be within a group of friends. This can definitely bring in romance too, but this is all about giving and receiving love unconditionally or without all these like terms and conditions and control and expectations. And this is truly just letting your heart guide you. So with Lice, Moon's Daughter, Fairy Who Was Kissed by the Pixies, I guess with time, it's going to reveal to you who is for you, who is in alignment with you, and anybody who has been loving you with limitations, with conditions. I feel like that could also be showing up if you have that in your life. If there are some people who they only love you when they want something from you or when it's convenient to them, like it seems here that could be some of the illuminations that come up, right? With this full moon in Libra, Venus retrograding, Libra is ruled by Venus is what I meant to say. This is a time with the full moon in Libra that can bring out things that we didn't see in our relationships and our friendships and connections, things that maybe we've been overlooking, things that we have been possibly ignoring or avoiding or making excuses or even lying to ourselves, right? When deep down we know like, this doesn't feel right or something feels a little off or unbalanced or, so let's see what's next. Singer of Chalice. So this is literally like kind of like the Ace of Cups. This is all about connections, love, intimacy, really opening up those deep, deep feelings and emotions. Number 12, underneath that we have the bright mother, and this is indicating of new beginnings and expansion, and can actually indicate motherhood or pregnancies. This is also something you feel exposed or vulnerable or very new. This is divine feminine energy. So this is the energy of creation. This is the energy of bringing things together, being able to create life, being able to make something out of nothing. And then we have the Tobias of the water. I can't speak. Tobias of the waters, which is the energy of healing and forgiveness and reflection and acceptance, not taking things personal. So, there's a lot of different messages here. So I feel like we'll just let the cards speak for themselves. I'll set these to the side. We'll see how this connects with the tarot. All right. Because Tobias of the waters, it is an energy of letting go. It is a purification energy too. Something's being purified or something is being cleared, cleansed. You might be called to do a cleansing this weekend. Whenever you come across this reading, right? But this upcoming weekend with the full moon in Libra, you might be called to do some kind of ritual. Maybe you're creating moon water, putting your crystals out to charge them, which I'm going to do that, especially with this. I have a long story with this crystal and a couple other crystals that they got lost in Australia. They were originally from the States. I ordered it way back in end of October, early November. It got lost. I thought I was never going to get it. And well enough, 5.5 months later, I receive it. So that's amazing. Love it. Beautiful. I have yet to charge it with the moon. I like to do that with my crystals. I have a whole bag of crystals. And y'all have seen them on my channel. If you are familiar with me, my channel, you know, I got many of them. Charge them with the full moon. I recommend it. Anyways, oh my gosh, I'm talking. Let's see. I've been calibrating the deck. Let's see. This is the new one, by the way. What's going on for Cancer? April 2025. Messages for Cancer. So we have a triple stack coming out here. Starting off with the Fool. So April is definitely a time where you're being called to start something new or take a risk, starting a new path that is out of your comfortability, out of your comfort zone, out of the normalcy, you know? Different than what you're used to in your day-to-day life. This is something that is occurring as we're in Aries season, right? This is Aries, Aquarius energy. It feels that this is where you're needing to be bold and be brave and fearless. Underneath the Fool, we have the Seven of Wands. Looks like the actions that you're taking is either being met with some sort, I'm hearing defiance. Someone's being defiant. Something seems to be like you're proving a point or someone wants to prove a point to you. Somebody has their guard up. Somebody's not trusting. Somebody has hesitation. They could be trying to protect you or they could be trying to protect themselves. The Fool and the Seven of Wands feels like proceed with caution. Let's see what's underneath this. Empress. Oh, someone here... Well, when we look at the Seven of Wands and the Empress, this is like I'm defending myself or I'm defending my queen, right? So if this is representing you, this is where you're very protective over yourself. You know, you're going in with high standards, especially whatever this new beginning is. You're not going in blindly. It looks like there's something that you... There's a boundary that you're setting. Especially if there's people that are smothering you or expecting a lot from you, demanding all of your time, your energy, your attention, you know, instant access to you. That's not how it rolls. That's not how it rolls. The Seven of Wands and the Empress feels here like this is some kind of growth, but a bit uncomfortable, like growing pains in a way, but it's more like stretching or just nailing something in the coffin, cementing something once and for all. This could be representing somebody who's very protective of you and they don't want to see you get hurt, right? Or this is how you feel about someone else. Someone might not want to see you grow. That's another thing I'm seeing from these 3 cards. Someone may be like unsatisfied with the actions that you're taking. Do you feel like you have to prove yourself, or not? Well, I already said that earlier. Like, you have to reason with somebody. You have to make, like, you have to explain yourself. Because I'm seeing that energy come through where you feel like you have to explain why you're doing what you're doing, where you're going, who you're with. It feels a bit restrictive. That 7 of Wands and the Empress, this feels like either this is where you're needing to set boundaries and protect yourself, or someone that's close to you trying to protect them, but also everybody has to make their own mistakes and live their life, right? You can't save everybody. So, Fool, 7 of Wands, and the Empress. Taurus energy, Aries energy. There's something that if you're wearing your heart on your sleeve, it's recommended to maybe, well, why? Let's see, 6 of Pentacles at the bottom, Queen of Cups, and then the 10 of Cups. Basically, just make sure that it's equal. Make sure that the give and receive and the love and the exchange of energy that you're sharing with others is equal. Make sure that it is balanced. Make sure that it is reciprocated. Make sure that you aren't overexerting yourself. What I'm seeing here, 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups. This looks very balanced. That's what you defending yourself from. Anything that's not in alignment with you. Anything that doesn't feel safe or secure or fair or healing or nurturing, that you are not interested in. You want to experience that same love that you give. And anything that resembles anything different than that, you are blocking it. That 7 of Wands looks like you're blocking it, protecting your peace. So yeah, I do feel like you've gotten clarity on some things recently or in the near future, and it is only cementing this decision to choose those who choose you and run away from anybody who doesn't appreciate you. Okay, show me clearly what's going on for Cancer in the month of April 2025. Any card? Nope. What's going on for Cancer, April? So we have a 5 of Swords reverse. We also have 2 of Cups. So, Star at the bottom, Aquarius energy. There's a revisitation between you and someone else that you obviously have some kind of history with. You know this person, you're pretty familiar with them. There was something here, this could be in the near future, that you're going to be avoiding or steering clear from. In the near future, it looks like there's a connection in your life where things are a bit turbulent, or there's some misunderstandings, communication issues could come up. It's a bit hostile. Now, the 5 of Swords in reverse can talk about a few things. It can talk about resolution. It can talk about forgiveness, healing, apologies even. So perhaps that's what this is. And the fact that the stars at the bottom does give more of like a hopeful element to this combination. The star, the 4 of Wands, and then the 5 of Wands. So yeah, it does look like there's a 8 of Pentacles underneath that. So this can be worked through. Any misunderstandings or arguments that you get into with somebody in the near future, it looks like it's something that can be resolved. But you both have to put the energy in. 8 of Pentacles. And get on the same page, 7 of Cups. Because some of y'all, things are very like mismangled and confusing, and it just, no one's understanding the other person's point of view. So the star, 4 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. This is where it's like you and this person have a dream, a life that you want to live, the future that you're planning. You have this dream. You both have this desire here. The thing is, you both are fighting for it, but in different ways. or in ways that can get convoluted and chaotic. I just hit something. Hopefully I didn't bump you guys. No, it looks fine. Okay. There's ways you can work this out. I feel like someone has to just like lower down their ego or their pride. Sometimes Five of Swords can really represent somebody who's egotistical, refuse to be wrong, refuse to take accountability. So let's work on that, right? You or this other person needs to work on that. It has to be a two-way street. It has to be a two-way street. So yeah, definitely seem like April so far is heavily focused on your connections. I'm not really seeing anything come up in this reading about your money as of yet. My eye is twitching. Oh my god. Alright, we have Temperance in the reverse. This fella on the Two of Cups, which is telling me that there is an imbalance. Strength at the bottom, Leo energy, Sagittarius energy. You could be dealing with some fire signs because we have all the fire elements out here. Aries, Sag, Leo. There is an imbalance in this connection, right? There is an imbalance. I do suspect that somebody expects you to just be there 24/7, on call, on duty, and just give them whatever they want. And it looks like you have done that in the past. Strength, you're always a solid person. You're supportive, you're helpful, you give great advice. You are very caring, very nurturing. You are a healer. You're a natural healer, Cancer. Chariot, people come to you when they need help. People are drawn to you when their life is in shambles. They need like a hug. They need some reassurance. You are their go-to person. And yeah, like you just are someone who displays stability. You are somebody who makes others feel confident in themselves. You are somebody who is an inspiration. You truly are an inspiration, Cancer. You have made a huge impact on these people's lives. Thing is, have they made an impact on yours? And if they have, has it been a positive impact? I just have to ask, okay? Because I don't know, Temperance in reverse is saying that like someone could be getting impatient with you. Maybe the feelings aren't as mutual as they once were. Typically, Two of Cups represents reciprocation, but Temperance in reverse is telling me it might not be at the moment. Whether it's you, whether it's them. Something's out of whack. Something's a little bit out of balance. And we were talking about that with Lice, the Moon's daughter, and then Fairies the Fairies Kissed by the Pixies. And I was saying how, you know, the love that you have and the love that you give, and whether there have been some like expectation, like whether you've been put on a pedestal, whether people have been, whether it's been intentional or not. It's really, this full moon in Libra is illuminating any imbalances in your relationships. And Libra is the scale, right? Libra is the sign of balance. And when something's out of balance, it's going to be very obvious and it will be loud. And this full moon in Libra is going to make it louder and louder and louder of what is out of balance. And let me say, with Geo the Slow, this has been a slow unfolding process, a slow story, probably over the last 2 years. The reason why I say that is because when the North-South node was in Aries Libra, that started in 2023. The signs have changed into Pisces and Virgo just recently in January, but this upcoming full moon in Libra is still kind of connecting to those events from 2023. So think about the last 2-ish years. And whether it's the same people or it's different people but different people but the same theme, the same story, the same lesson. You get me? Right? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah. All right. You could be feeling worn out. Temperance and then the Strength. Are you feeling drained, worn out, exhausted? Reaching fatigue, overexerting yourself, burnout. That's a big thing I'm seeing. That's a big thing. What's going on for Cancer? Ooh. We have the Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands. So, this is where people are getting on your nerves and they're getting, oh my god, they're getting a bit of the crabby side of you, or just like non-tolerant, like you're just, when the Cancer's had enough, the Cancer's had enough, and you're kind of, I'm just seeing that your well is empty. You've given a lot of love, you've given a lot of time, patience, compassion. I think that you're getting impatient with some people. There's some people that are irritating you. Going back to the Two of Cups and the, what was it, Temperance reverse. Yeah, I actually am seeing either you're impatient with people or others are impatient with you. But you're putting this to an end, or it looks like you're communicating something with the Eight of Wands at the bottom. There's something that you've just had enough of the bickering, enough of the fighting, enough of the drama. Something has just been really annoying. Honestly, this Five of Wands is, instead of it being super like, we can clarify, I mean, do we need to clarify this? I feel like for the next couple of weeks, there may be more tension in your relationships and just how you communicate with others. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie, I felt this lately. Now, I am PMSing. TMI maybe, but I get bitchy as fuck, okay? I admit it. I'll try to keep a good attitude, but sometimes I'm just like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna rip someone's head off. I admit it. I'm the first to admit it. So, I've been kind of feeling this energy. I've been noticing this energy from other people too in my life. I've been noticing a bit of an edge. And I am seeing that with the Queen of Swords. Five of Wands, Queen of Swords. Yeah. A bit edgy. A bit bitchy. Dry. Very, very dry. And that's okay. Sometimes that's a little, you know, we gotta have balance. Something's out of balance. So this is a way to bring things back into balance. Because perhaps you have been way too loving, nurturing, caring. I'm not telling you to stop. I'm just saying, like, perhaps that, like, within reason, you should have your limits, right? Empress and the Seven of Wands. Have your limits. Know when to back the fuck off. Let people learn their own lessons for once. Don't get in the way of their karma. That kind of thing. So anyways, Five of Wands and the Queen of Swords. I see you putting an end to this drama, bickering, tension, irritation, just people giving you attitude out of nowhere for no reason. You're being very logical, very practical, analytical, icy even, right? So water is the element of Cancer, but imagine water as it freezes turns to ice. It's still water, but it's frozen. That's you in April. That's so, because we're in Aries and we're gonna move into Taurus season, so like that's fire and earth, not air. Eight of Wands at the bottom with the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Well, I guess as soon as you say what you want, you get it. Whatever you ask for, you shall receive. People are taking you very serious. Let me tell you that. They don't like it when you're cold. They don't like it when you're not being mean. Some people might say that you're being mean. You're not. You're just being truthful. You're just being honest. You're just being blunt as well. Might I add, Queen of Swords, Eight of Wands, you're just straight to the point. No beating around the bush. You're just laying it on thick. And yeah, I don't know. I think just people don't want to upset you. So when you communicate whatever that is on your heart or whatever that's on your mind or whatever that's annoying you or irritating you, people are quick to react and quick to respond and quick to fix whatever the issue is. Ten of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, we have a problem? All right, let me fix the problem, or let me get out of your way, or let me make life easier for you. Period, as it should. Yep. There we go. Six of Pentacles here. Oh, you've mentioned that something feels unbalanced, or you're feeling unseen, or you're feeling underappreciated, or whatever. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Here, let me work on that. Let me adjust my attitude. Let me reflect a little bit. Here, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Let me put the effort in so that it's more fair and equally divided. So like, I see you making agreements with people or just getting back into balance. Shout out to that full moon in Libra. Full moon in Libra is doing the job. Wow. Yeah, and you get exactly what you want. You get exactly what you want. Sometimes all you have to do is ask for it. You're not asking though. You're kind of demanding with that Queen of Swords. You kind of, but not. I get a little bit of a bossy energy from this, a little bit. But you're someone who's highly respected, and they know not to fuck around. I kind of want to pull you a Moonology message. Oh wait, I'll have it all. Okay. Oh my god, stop it. Because I wasn't planning on using this deck and then I just felt called to it. As I'm like, oh yeah, the full moon's coming up here. We have take time to breathe out. And then we also have the personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer, which is your energy. Alright. Let's see here if we're blurry. Prosperity lies ahead. Alright. What's this full moon in Libra activating for Cancer? What's this full moon in Libra activating for Cancer? What's this full moon in Libra activating for my Cancerians? What can they expect? The full moon's on the 13th. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Oh, full circle moment. New moon, full moon. Powerful change is upon you. Something is concluding. A challenging lesson. Some disturbances or annoyances or some frustrations with people. It's being cleared out. The other cards we got 3. Oh, it's upside down. Your commitment's being tested. A time for healing. And surrender to the divine, full moon. So yeah, you guys, this full moon in Libra is just helping you heal, helping you get back in alignment. If there's things in your relationships that are out of whack, out of sorts, everything that's happening, even if you have any arguments or little bickers, little squabbles, right? It's just to get things back on track. It's temporary, it's easily resolved, it's not something to get super, super worked up about. If anything, it's probably just a time for you to step back, detach a little bit, take a breather, not take things too personal, and maybe put some people in their place if you need to. Okay? Time to release negativity as well. Okay. I don't think I'm going to clarify anything. I think I'll probably just wrap up your reading with some everything oracle messages. This seems very straight to the point. I hope that this resonates or helps you for those who do resonate with this message or these messages, because there's many different ones. All right, final thoughts, final messages for Cancer. Yeah, I just feel like you're not tolerating any funny business. No funny business. This ain't no circus. Sure as hell ain't no circus. And you ain't a monkey. Alright. Alright. Final thoughts, final messages for Cancer. Show me clearly. We'll see that in a second. Let me just pull some... What's going on? Or no. Let me specify. Final thoughts, final messages for Cancer. We have this one. How many we got? So we can do a couple more. Any final thoughts? Oh, we have a card that flew out. It didn't fly out. Refund. Oh yeah. Love it. This is this last little bit. That flew. Alright. That's enough. That is enough. What's the card that fell on the floor? Where the hell is it? Ooh. Okay. So first of all, we have time apart. And I'm hearing distance makes the heart grow fonder. Let them miss you. Take a time out, take a breather, take some space. Time apart doesn't have to be permanent. You just might need a bit of a break. You might need some Cancer time. Don't feel guilty for that either. That's the next card that came out. Guilt, right? Don't feel guilty for taking some time apart. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you an asshole. It's you setting a boundary. You need your own time. You need some space for yourself. For your own sanity. We have Teacher. So you may be a teacher, maybe you're studying to be a teacher or you're a professor of some sort. This can also be representing that this is a teaching moment. You are helping others by setting a boundary, by speaking your truth, by not tolerating this funny business. You know, there's a huge learning lesson. You're teaching others, they're teaching you. There is this whole growth development here. And then shout out to anybody who's a teacher, or maybe you're dealing with a teacher. Maybe this is in your school, right? I don't know. Okay. We also have new love. Okay, so we didn't really see any of that. Well, a little bit, but not really. But perhaps there's something new coming up in your love life. Okay? We have light eyes, so shout out to anybody with light eyes. Maybe this was with the new love, right? Somebody with light eyes, maybe your new love interest. We have writer. Okay, shout out to the writers. Maybe this is a time where you should be journaling, writing, creating, just getting your ideas out on paper. It might help you kind of clear your thoughts. We have refunds, so definitely, and I need to do this myself. I have a few things I gotta return or just like drop at the post office. I keep forgetting. I have like a couple days. I literally have till the 14th. Okay. I better remember. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. We'll see. Refund, get your money back, and anybody who needs a reminder, or if you forgot, if there is some sort of membership that you have or a subscription that you have that you aren't using, maybe this is the time to cancel it. Get your money back, get your refund, or you end up like me, I get my crystals after many, many months. I finally get my item that I bought. Woo! Right? Okay. We have promotion or raise as well, so enjoy that. You deserve it. Definitely seeing a lot of success in terms of your money and your business. And then we also have a fair or third party. So kind of random. Don't know if that applies or if this kind of fits in with this situation that we were talking about in this reading. Your discernment. This is just some random ass messages that may or may not apply for everybody. Okay? So you know what's for you, what isn't. I'm gonna let y'all go. I hope you will have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Have a great April. Bye, Cancer.